Well, the crypto market's starting to give us some green over the last 24 hours, with cryptos like ENS, HBAR, SWI, and Pingu all up anywhere from 5 to 15%. Now, as a result of this little pump that we're seeing over the last day or so, many people are wondering whether or not that reset that we were talking about yesterday has been completed. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, what I told you all was that the crypto market was resetting extremely fast. And although crypto prices weren't absolutely dumping, crypto indicators were absolutely nuking. And this could be an implication that if it continued, we may not need to see a massive fall in prices for cryptos for their actual indicators and strengths to reset, which could just open up the door for a continued move to the upside without needing a massive dump first, which is obviously a good thing. And so, yeah, a lot of people were wondering, Tyler, is this the reset? Is the reset complete? Have we finalized it? Are we about to actually go into that next phase where cryptos do continue back upwards? And so in today's video, what I want to do is I want to go over and talk about whether or not I believe that this reset is complete for the crypto market, whether or not I think this green is going to continue, exactly what I'm looking for right now, and much more. So we have a good bit to get into today, but before we do, guys, do not forget that if you want to trade all of these cryptos, you can head over to the link down to BTCC, and you're going to get up to $10,000 in bonuses for every single one of you who's watching this video right now, and up to 40% lower trading fees. This is one of the best exchange deals in the world, and it's one of my favorite exchanges in the world. So check out the link down below and let me know what you think. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and let's just jump straight into it. And let's talk about whether or not I believe that this reset is complete and whether or not I think that we should start assuming that the crypto market's going to continue to give us these gains for the next coming days, weeks, and months. So before we talk about the technical side of things, there is one very important thing to understand. And that is that on August 1st, there is a tariff deadline that is going to have massive implications for the entire crypto market. And this is only a couple days away. What you have to understand is that if that goes poorly, it's probably going to have a negative impact on the world of crypto, a negative impact on the world of stocks, quite simply just because people are going to start to assume that if tariffs start really going to affect in places like the UK, what's going to happen is that they'll be like, okay, well, that's going to lead to inflation. That's going to cause us to not be able to drop interest rates. Well, then that's going to, of course, reduce the possible opportune liquidity that could come towards the end of the year. So people are going to go a little bit risk off. Okay. So if this tariff deadline comes around and things are going south, we're probably going to see the crypto market and the stock market not performing well. Now, I don't think they're going to perform as poorly as they did a couple months ago because I think people are tired of it. I think people are sick of tariff news. They don't really care as much anymore. And so it's not impacting their decisions as much, but it will impact decisions to some degree that will be in many ways significant, in my opinion. So it is worth at least paying attention to. Okay. So in a couple days, which is August 1st, you need to be watching that because whatever happens around that time is going to mold this market. But when we look at it from a purely technical perspective, I will say that there are good signs and signals that say that this reset could be coming to a close soon, but I'm actually not confident yet to say that it is over. I'm not confident enough to say that this move right here is anything but just short-term relief that could easily be followed by a huge pullback into Monday or Tuesday. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, because I know many of you don't want to hear that. I know a lot of you want to hear me say, yep, this pullback is over with. We're finally going to be back. This is the recovery we're looking for. This reset that we've been talking about is complete. I know you want to hear me say that, but remember, my goal on this channel is not to sit here and lie to you and tell you what you want to hear. It's to tell you what I believe to be the truth, right? And the reason why I'm not confident at all yet that this pullback is over and that this reset is complete is simply just due to the nature of the market and the structure that we're seeing. So first and foremost, it starts with Bitcoin. What I've come to recognize over the last about 12 hours or so is that Bitcoin has now confirmed a short-term descending channel. Now, a short-term descending channel is actually a good thing in the short term. Historically speaking, these structures right here will break to the upside. We have an over 80% chance of doing it in an exact period like we're in right now. Now, of course, that does mean 1 in 5 times we will see this bad boy pull to the downside, and some bad tariff news on August 1st could be the very thing that does it. But it's not the biggest probability. It's not it's a possibility. It's not a probability. The probability is that Bitcoin will eventually break out of this descending channel. But as many of you know, these descending channels can last a very long time. Matter of fact, Bitcoin had been in one previously from May 9th of 2025 all the way to July 9th of 2025, which was multiple months before seeing this breakout. And so although we would, of course, be thinking this wouldn't last super long, definitely not that long because it's a much smaller descending channel, it is well within the realm of possibilities that Bitcoin ranges here for quite some time. And so knowing that we're in this descending channel that should eventually break towards the upside, well, you have to to understand is that this move alone is not nearly enough to say that this is the moment, that this is the moment where Bitcoin's price just rallies outside of this descending channel. And the truth is, we won't know when that moment is until Bitcoin does it, because it tried to break this resistance here. It tried to break this resistance here. It failed the recovery attempt there. And now we're still not even close to the top side of this descending channel right now. And so until Bitcoin's price can actually go and clear and break through this descending channel, I have no reason to believe that this reset is actually complete. And I would actually say it's more likely that this is some sort of trap for the bulls that could easily be followed by some sort of pullback into early next week, or possibly as early as tomorrow. Okay. Now, the reason that I say that is because if we look at liquidation levels, you look at Bitcoin's liquidation levels, they have flipped back in the direction of a pullback. There are now more liquidations that will happen if this market moves down than if it goes upwards. And anytime this happens, especially this quickly, because yesterday the odds were different, anytime this happens, you need to be paying attention to it, because it means that people are not recognizing that this is a descending channel. People genuinely believe that this is the moment where the crypto market's going to rally. And because of this belief that they have, they're going big. They're betting big that crypto is going to pump. And if Bitcoin pulls back, all of those people will get liquidated. And all those lizard people who are licking their eyeballs right now, that's a juicy opportunity for them, because they get to make more money if people do get liquidated by this market pulling back. And so it's in my belief, it's my opinion, that right now, yes, this is a good thing. It's a good sign that the crypto market is giving us some strength and we are in a descending channel, but it's not a good enough sign to say that we are for sure back and that you should just be betting big on 100x leverage. I personally would not be opening up any long trades while we are above the 50% line of this descending channel, or even while we're in this descending channel at all. The best opportunities to be longing crypto are during breakouts. And so if I'm going to be longing Bitcoin, longing my alts, I'm looking for Bitcoin's price to either break out of this or be sitting directly on the bottom side of this channel and to play the range. So we could either play the range right here, like we did this, right? We did a couple range trades here. Boom. Like, trade the range like this if you want in these sorts of moments like this, or just wait for the breakout and then of course trade your breakout there on the long trades. But opening up long trades right now is incredibly risky, because the truth is we have no indication yet that Bitcoin has officially broken out of this descending channel, or that it's going to. And so I don't want you to get caught up in the belief that this is the end of the reset just because the crypto market recovered a little bit today, because the truth is, again, it's not enough. Just seeing green is not enough. Okay. And so I'll obviously update you as all of this does play out, but I just wanted to issue this as a bit of a warning. Like, listen, I'm not saying that Bitcoin can't break out. I'm just saying we don't have confirmation yet that it's going to. And taking on any big trades or big risky moves right now is literally just possibly throwing money in the fire for no reason at all. Let's go ahead and let's either make one of two moves. Let's wait for Bitcoin's price to break out, and then we can start to trade that breakout. Or let's let Bitcoin's price keep running back towards the bottom side of this range, and then there's some trade opportunities there, because obviously you can go long with your stop loss set below the trading range, and you'd be in a pretty good spot. These trades work very well. These trades work very well. So why not take on a trade that's a little bit more opportune, rather than trying to open up a long trade sitting directly near the top side of a descending channel that's rejected us 3 times over the last couple days? Doesn't make a ton of sense, okay? So I'll keep you updated as this all does play out. Again, I hate to be the person who comes on these YouTube videos and I feel like I'm always saying like a warning or an alert, but the truth is it saved me and you guys a lot of money, and I'm just going to keep doing it whether it upsets you or not, okay? And so I'll keep you updated as this does play out. Guys, do not forget that if you do want some extra content and extra analysis from me, I analyze HBAR, XLM, XRP, Solana, Sweep, Bitcoin, ETH, and many more on my Instagram every single day. So feel free to head to the link down below to go follow me. And again, if you are doing some trading yourself, you can check out the link to BTCC down below and go watch this video where I do explain all of the perks to you right there. And I actually have a tutorial on the exchange right here. So feel free to go check it all out. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.